What is up, you guys? All right, I'm back. I'm in a good mood because I don't have to move for my unit and they're just doing my floor tomorrow, brand new. No cost to me, so winning. Prosperity queen, all the practices are working. So I was in a good mood and thought, let me record today since I'll be out of my apartment tomorrow. So I'm gonna start with this Threads of Fate Oracle and see what comes up. All right, let's see. We're getting to start withdraw. It's like a little fox taking a nap. Okay. The observer, interest, perfect to go with withdrawing. And then what else? The ask body. Okay. This card kind of flew out when I was shuffling. Asking your body. All right. And then underneath the deck, we're getting shadow. Well, looks like it's time for a little introspection. Some shadow work, which is really just bringing what's unconscious into your consciousness, into your awareness, so it's not like subconsciously running your life. So I'm going to actually get some Rider-Waite. Let's pull some tarot to clarify. I mean, we're cutting to the Three of Swords, so there is probably some emotional pain or stuff coming up right now that would be a good thing to reflect on so it doesn't linger. What's under the shadow card? We're getting the universe. Yeah, it's like you're coming to the end of a cycle, but some of this healing is what's going to complete the cycle for you. So let's just get some card. Okay. The King of Swords is like showing itself. I'm just going to put it to the side, but I'm going to pull it out halfway because it was coming out sideways. I do that. You know, that to me has like a bit of a different meaning. So on withdraw, we're getting the King of card's haunting us. Okay, King of Cups reversed. I mean, right away, it's like you're emotionally discontent, but there's something that you're not seeing or feeling and letting yourself feel is what I want to say. Something you're resisting or avoiding or ignoring emotionally, and withdrawing will help it come up. But so many times we numb out and we try to escape our feelings. And there's so many ways that you can do that. A million. Just look around. Most people are disembodied and dissociated. So it's like to feel is to heal it. But to feel it can feel scary if you don't have tools or resources or support to do that. So that's a big part of why I do what I do, is to offer people those tools, both somatically and, you know, you guys, this is what's in my storefront, especially Rose Temple. That is a full year of tools to use. And it's an amazing program. That's in my store, available as a vault now. So let's keep going. So I'm just going to clarify that King of Cups reversed. I mean, we're in Cancer season too right now. We just entered Cancer season, and it's like time to emotionally tune in. You know what I mean? This is the moment for some emotional healing, perhaps. Let's see. Oh, wow. Queen of Cups, but upright. King of Cups reversed. This is a pair, you know, of the kind of the masculine and feminine qualities. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like you've got to, it's interesting to withdraw first so that when you take action, it's coming from a more self-aware place. Let's get one more there. Yeah, Two of Wands reversed. See, this is about reflecting, like knowing that you need to make a choice, but kind of pondering the choice. It doesn't feel like quite the time to take action. I think you better tune in. This is reversed. Tune in emotionally first so that you're moving from a place of more self-awareness. Because if you are impulsive and reckless right now and you do something without noticing the shadow that's the undercurrent here that's actually kind of running things, then you might be like, ooh, Spirit is just asking you, hey, guess what? You might be able to avoid a little misstep here if you take the time to emotionally get clear on what you've been resisting feeling. Like maybe you're staying in a situation because you don't want to feel abandonment. Maybe you're staying in situations because you don't want to feel rejected. Maybe you're staying in situations because you don't want to experience loss in another area, like financially, but you need to see it from a different perspective. That's why this is coming also sideways. I feel that before you do something impulsive that you might regret later, and something that is coming from an irrational, like angry place, this is coming sideways. Like, don't act on your anger right now. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Interesting. What are y'all going through? What are y'all going through out there? Okay, the observer. Let's get some on this. Strength. Okay. That's the first major arcana card we get. Yeah, there it comes. I knew it. That's why I cut the deck and I said it. I'm like, I feel this energy lingering. It's like an old emotional wound that it's time to look at from a new perspective. Ace of Wands reversed. Again, not quite the time to take action. It feels like it's time to observe how you're actually feeling and how you're letting an old wound still maybe eat at you and affect you in a way that it doesn't necessarily have to. It doesn't mean ignore your grief. It means take a new perspective, observe how you're actually feeling, have the strength to look at this directly and face it. There is definitely something affecting you emotionally. All right. I want to clarify that Three of Swords with an oracle. Let's see what that's about. Movement. What else? That's a snake and an egg. Death. Something, you guys, the death card and this transformation is coming so major right now. I mean, I really feel that the way that you're going to move forward from this, whatever it is by releasing, by transforming, by allowing yourself to be transformed. That's the shadow card here, you know? And the way that you allow yourself to be transformed right now is actually to feel the things that you're feeling without ignoring them, without just automatically getting into that anger. And there's grief underneath anger. Anger is like a mask for fear and grief and sadness. And so to not judge it, to actually let yourself feel it, maybe you need to exercise, maybe you need a movement practice, maybe you need like embodiment practices. Again, I have this stuff in my store. Maybe you just need to go out and touch some grass and go outdoors and actually allow yourself to feel some of this stuff, and instead of numbing out, especially with Ask Your Body. I feel like, are you using food, alcohol, television, being on the phone all the time, people, shopping, I don't know, like what, is there something that you've been doing to be dissociated from your body, to like numb out so that you're not having to feel the stuff that's coming up? Staying constantly busy is another way, just overbooking yourself and never sitting still because you're afraid to sit down and feel. It's exactly what you're being asked to do here. With Ask Body, there's that King of Pentacles. Okay, what else? Six of Cups reversed. Yeah, this is some past stuff. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune upright means change is coming. Change is coming, you guys. A change of fate. Nine of Cups reversed. It may not be. I feel like the world is coming twice. I mean, we've got the universe underneath here, which is kind of like the world card to me. And transmute is even there. Why is the world reversed? Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's like you put your time and energy, maybe, like I said, you've been waiting for the harvest. Eight of Pentacles reversed is like, this isn't the time to get complacent, you guys. This isn't the time to get lazy or to not want to put in the effort. It's about changing your perspective. And that's why Spirit is saying you better take a moment to observe and to withdraw and to actually go do some introspection and some reflection about how you're feeling and listen to your body. Especially if you've been experiencing any pain or dis-ease, in your physical body. There's definitely a discontentment. There's like, something needs to change here. Six of Cups reverse can be too much nostalgia. Longing for things from the past that are no longer here. And it's time to be here now, because you can create new contentment and new fulfillment and new connection. But if you're lingering in the past, something's happening right now that's turning the wheel so that you'll move forward. But it's like, it's not happening in a way that's making you're not happy about this, whatever it is. In fact, I'm feeling pissed off energy lately. I don't feel, actually, I was irritated about my apartment a little bit. I'm not really feeling that. So whatever I'm tapping into, especially with this King of Swords almost reversed, it's like a lot of mood swings. Or King of Cups upside down is absolutely like emotional discontent. And it's not, that can be anger and resentment and just, this is what avoidance does, you guys. When you avoid things, it festers. And festering becomes a wound that is open. It's like that vibe. So there's a twist of fate. It is in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is upright, which means this is happening for you, not to you. You're not seeing it that way right now, is what I'm getting. And you're feeling like also that the cycle is never going to end. I feel like the world in reverse is like, is this shit ever going to end? Seven of Pentacles. Am I ever going to get out of this? Am I ever going to experience closure and the harvest that I want to, I want to reap this harvest? But what seeds did you sow? It's time to really do a little more reflecting and ask yourself why this cycle isn't ending yet. There's something for you to see or feel. I'm going to clarify that with one of these oracle. This little section I'm going to clarify with another oracle card. We got Ask the Body, but let's see. I just feel like something's happening in your world, and it could be like a change of plans, a change of your circumstances. It could be physical movement. Are you moving? Are you changing locations? Is there something happening there where it's like, yeah, I wonder, what, it might not be literal like that. I'm just saying it could be something in your physical environment changing with the King of Pentacles. Like maybe something's changing in your environment and you're like, nah, I'm not happy about this change at all, but it's like time for you to really assess why you're taking part in this. All right, let's see. Spirit, what do we need to know here? What else do I need to know? Like, why is the world reversed here, the universe reversed? Why isn't this cycle completing itself yet? It's almost like it's not quite the right time, but why? What do you need to know here? Transmute. There is something here that you need to feel it, to heal it. You need to change. It's like the alchemy needs to happen. You need to change something. Turn your pain into power is what I'm feeling. Turn your pain, your old emotional suffering into fuel to move you through this stuck energy, to move you through the mud and the feeling of stagnancy and maybe wallowing in anger. And you need to use this anger and transmute it into power. That's what I'm feeling very clearly. What else do you need to know here? Because it's only festering. If you let it sit and boil inside of you and you're not actually taking an action step, you're not actually feeling it or doing anything with it, it really becomes toxic for you. It's like poison. So, the creator, yeah, you are way more powerful than you're giving yourself credit for. And also, you created this situation somehow. You co-created it. So let's take full ownership and be like, all right, if I created scarcity, I created this situation where now I'm frustrated and angry, I'm creating this and somehow co-creating and participating in the situation where now things are feeling really stagnant and they're not moving forward. It's time to take ownership, you guys. That's where that's the hardest part. That's like, for me, that was so hard, but once I did it, things started to change in my favor. We can't feel no more powerlessness. That's what's got to go. What else? Destruction, period, you guys. It could, death, destruction, let it fucking break down. Whatever this is, something needs to be destroyed. Release. Oh my God. It's like the cards are like spitting in themselves out. Release, death, destruction, transmute, shadow stuff. Like the purge is real. The urge to purge. Paradox is underneath the deck. This is the ultimate paradox because it's almost like divine perfection. It's like, no matter how uncomfortable things are right now, no matter how much you're like, I fucking can't stand this situation, it is actually perfect for you right now. Because it's requiring, it's the thing that's gonna, look, self-love, it's the thing that's pushing you to really honor yourself, honor your body, for example, honor your needs, honor your responsibility in the part that you played in creating this dynamic, whatever it is, because we always do in some way. Look, it says connect to heart. And that's the thing. That's why it's saying withdraw, observe, really emotionally connect. The Queen of Cups is about connecting to your heart and compassion and empathy. But have that for yourself first, Sometimes it's easier to have it for other people. How about for you? Okay, so the paradox here is like holding the tension of opposites, that the situation may be presenting in a way that feels like it's like a curse. Like you're like, why is it happening to me? Instead of saying, this is happening for me. Let me take the reins and actually be the creator here, own my part of it, and realize that I can create something different. But it will require discomfort. It will require change. It will require destruction. It will require releasing something. What do you need to leave behind? What do you need to let fall apart? Don't get stuck in what it used to be, whatever it is. Oh, it used to be so good. Oh, remember the good times. Oh, remember what? It's over. The past is not here anymore, you guys. So if that's what you're holding on to, or that's the thread of what's keeping this together, it's probably time to let that go. Let's get one more. Then I'll pull an oracle card to wrap this up. Let's see. What else? One more card here, Spirit. Patience. I know. This is very much like I'm feeling impatient. Seven of Pentacles. He's already looking irritated that he's sitting there waiting for the Pentacles to bloom into something greater. But in the reverse, it's like your patience is thin. That's what I was getting right off the bat. Patience thin, about to explode, feeling really irritated. Yeah, I don't know what exactly is going on here, but it does feel like you're getting tested. Major test of patience and of your ability to be graceful in this situation and more masterful and more, taking more ownership. All right, let's see. One card to wrap this up and I'll close it out. Lilith. Oh, this card just wanted to come out. I stuck it back in and I'm like, I should have taken it. Well, here it is. Under the deck is the Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Mira Bai is the woman, the goddess on the card. Love is what sets me free. I'm married to my own soul. And what this card means and what they mean by that is that nobody is here to save you, right? Like, you are here to set yourself free. And to be committed to yourself, first and foremost, is what will allow you to be in relationship, whether that be spiritually, physically, emotionally, in relation to people from this place of sovereignty, right? And that's really what I'm getting here. It's like this pattern really of like feeling like powerless and feeling like other people own you or situations own you. No, you take ownership and you turn that situation around. And it may not, like I said, work out the way that you were expecting it to, but that doesn't mean that you can't create a change here, because you absolutely can. Sorry, I just feel like there's one more thing that I'm missing on this Mirabai card. Hold on. Let me just go to it. It's 84. But I feel like it's really committing to yourself. It says, love is what sets us free from the expectations that bind us. The fear of being persecuted can convince us to not be true to who we really are. There's a love, though, that's far larger than human constructs and cultural values. Love isn't ethical. It isn't bound by any idea of what's socially acceptable. Ultimately, only you can know what needs to be done or said. It's about doing what's right for you and no one else. It's about standing up for what you know is right for you, even if others are going to judge you for it. For Mirabai, her true husband wasn't the one she was married to. The love that made her brave and inspired her every poem, action, etc., was a divine love. So the laws that bound her to a strict expectation of being a wife didn't actually apply to her. Love asks us to look at what really matters to us and what we truly value, and to bravely defy expectations in order to be true to ourselves. Love wants us to marry our own soul. What is holding you back from expressing your truth, it says. And see, I feel like it says she was born and she unwillingly married this dude, Baj, what's his name? Baj Raj, the crown prince of Mewar. But she considered Krishna, who's like a saint, like God for them and for Hindus, to be her true husband. Legends say that her husband's family tried to kill her several times for defying the social customs and expectations of a wife. But in these legends, her love for Krishna would miraculously save her. Wow. So, y'all, if someone's in also a marriage or just some kind of like contract or situation where you feel like you don't belong, like you feel like maybe the family of your spouse is going to like persecute you and judge you for you being true to what you really need, trust that you speak up for yourself and do what you know is right for you. That's all I'm going to say, because really, that's interesting. I was trying to put that card back in the deck. Do it, you guys. I had to get a divorce. I was married to a devout Catholic, Italian, nice guy. Just not my ultimate life partner. Thankfully, it ended gracefully, but that's my experience. In a lot of cases, it doesn't. And that doesn't mean that that's not what you should do. I know that if that's the case, now this may not be your situation, but for somebody, I really strongly feel that card came out on purpose. So let's just put it out there. I know people that are in these situations now. I know even friends of mine. And it's like, you really, really, truly, in the end, when you are true to yourself and true to love, things work out in miraculous ways. But it's not always the peaceful way that you're hoping for. But I do feel like You've got to be willing to go up against other people's expectations of you. To be truly happy in life, you can't make everybody happy. And if leaving a situation is going to cause a lot of upheaval and a lot of people are going to be judgmental about it, but what matters more, you know? Just ask yourself, like, you deserve to be happy. I don't care what anybody did in life. Like, ultimately, I think we all truly deserve happiness and mercy and forgiveness and compassion, and to do what ultimately is the right thing for us, especially when it's going to be of service to the other people, whether they realize that or not. When we stay in situations where we have to lie and deceive ourselves and deceive other people and pretend to be happy when we're fucking miserable, that's not doing anybody any favors. But I know that the status quo is real and people don't want to get uncomfortable, but clearly you are in this situation, whatever it is, whether it's not a relationship, maybe it's a job or another situation. There's no accidents. You're not in that situation by accident. You're in this situation because it was a co-creation and because it's part of your soul's plan to actually break free of this whatever it is, this societal rules or this situation where other people have a lot of beliefs and expectations of how it should look and what it should be. But there's a lot of people that are in situations like that are truly unhappy and truly not being honest. And to me, the most loving thing you can do is to be honest and to tell the truth. And it's not the easy road. It's not the easy way. If it were, more people would do it. But it is the way forward. To really be supported and provided for and to experience the joy that is meant for you, you're going to have to come up against situations where you're going to need to do hard things. And this is one of those seemingly extremely challenging situations, because I feel this is going to be a tough one, but worth it. We've got Lilith that says, I am the voice of my body. Right. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Lilith is fierce as fuck. No matter what gender you are, you have to adopt this attitude of fierceness. But remember, be in your heart. Connect to your heart is what the card said somewhere. Connect to your heart, because when you're coming from your heart, it's very different than if you come from an angry, frustrated place. Especially if you need to end a situation or a relationship or whatever, and there's other people involved. There could be family members, kids, la 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 la. It can be very complicated and layered. And so to do what's right for you might piss everybody off. And they're all going to be like, who do you think you are? You have to be willing to know that you deserve happiness, whether other people like it or not. Selling yourself short in this lifetime to make other people happy is precisely it's why it's not working out for you. And I really feel strongly about this because I've been in that type of situation, and I had to go against everyone too, but I did it with love and it worked out for me. Do you know what I'm saying? It worked out for everybody. People were not happy at first when I got divorced. But over time, because I was clear about why I was doing it and I knew that it was the right thing to do, whether they liked it or not, it ended up working out in the end. Now, what will be, but at least if you're clear about that's why the card said, go within, take some time to emotionally get clear right now so that you're not being impulsive, and so that when you come up against challenges like other people's judgments, that you're going to be able to stand in your truth and be like, I am doing this because ultimately it would be a disservice to stay in a situation and lie and pretend and be in a place where I'm not happy, I'm having to pretend to be someone I'm not, I'm pretending to love people when I'm not in love or whatever. Again, apply it to whatever it is, a job, a relationship, whatever the box and the thing feels like. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. And you've got to be courageous for this one, because this is a big life lesson, clearly, that has been created. Don't be afraid to rock the boat, but tap into your heart first and really, truly. And if you need support, book a one-to-one. I am running a sale right now. I would honestly be happy to support you. I know that it's not easy. I'm running a sale, 60 minutes for $222 and 90 minutes for $333. And right now, you can book more than one if you want to save it and use it a few months down the road. So feel free to do that. I'd like you to use it within 90 days, but if you want to do that, feel free. And I am here to support you guys. Everything else is in the description link. I've got 2 free classes, Bliss and Opening to Deeper Intimacy, and lots of other tools to serve you guys. So if you have any questions, message me or email me about that. And that's it. Sending you guys so much love. See you soon.